tribal nation, and this is the Native Nations Dance Troupe. We have a variety of different styles of exhibition dancers that we're going to share with you today. One of the things that I would like to just mention, I heard someone earlier saying that they wanted pictures of the costumes. We are not wearing costumes. Costumes are things that you wear when you're pretending to be something that you're not. We are not pretending. We are who we are. We're still here. These are our outfits, our regalias, our powwow clothing. Again, my name is Erin Lamb-Meaches. Thank you very much for coming and sharing this day with us. We're hoping that at the end of the day that you leave with some knowledge and dispelling some stereotypes about who we are as a people, that we are still here. I'd like to start introducing our dance troupe that we have. We have my nephew.
My name is Jason Lamb. I'm from the Scotiabank Tribal Nation. I'm a grass dancer. This is my son right here, Waditika Lamb. He's a grass dancer as well. And my daughter, Leominiwi. She's a fancy shawl dancer.
Hello, my name is Gary Meaches. I'm Ojibwe Scatico, and I am a Northern traditional dancer.
So that is my son, my nephew, and my great niece and nephew. You see we have our children here dancing. Our children start dancing at a very young age. It's not something we force them to do. We bring them along with us to all of our community events, our social gatherings, and they choose to participate because it's part of their culture and their environment that we're raising them in. So we're very proud to have our young people here with us today.
Hello, my name is Devin, and I'm from the Wampanoag Nation of Massachusetts, and I am an Eastern Woodland dancer.
Hello, my name is Makisha Brown. I am Narragansett, Mashpee Wampanoag, Scaticook, and Pequot, and I will be dancing Eastern Blanket.
Hello, my name is Eric Plainville. I'm Lumbee, Halawassee Pony, and Crow, and for you guys, I'm dancing Men's Fancy. Over here, this is my mother, Sparrow Plainville. She's Lumbee, Halawassee Pony. She'll be dancing traditional for you. This is my little sister. She's Lumbee, Halawassee Pony, and Crow. Her name is Mayiki Plainville. She'll be dancing Women's Fancy for you guys.
Good afternoon. My name is Miriam Maraca. I'm Ojibwe Cree from the Rocky Boy Reserve of Great Falls, Montana. I will be dancing for you, Chico.
And again, my name is Erin Lamb-Meaches, and I will be dancing Women's Northern Traditional.
The idea of being able to tell the tale of maybe being in combat or hunting or a particular story that you had been told or had been passed down through your family. So we're going to go over to Watch Hill to give us Eastern War Song. All right, a big round of applause. Thank you. Eastern Blanket. So again, this is another style from the East Coast, the Northeast. This is called the Women's Eastern Blanket Dance. Some of the history behind this dance is that as the women grew up, they would be taught different traditional practices. They would be taught different crafts, and one of the things they would do was make blankets. And that was to show that they had learned the proper way to make a blanket that was appropriate. And they would present this blanket through a dance to the community and to the other women of the community, and tell the story of going from being a young woman into womanhood. Sometimes, if there was somebody that they were sweet on, at the end of the dance, they would lay the blanket at their feet, like, hey, how you doing? Now they do it sometimes, but, you know, you gotta be careful because people are married and involved and you don't want to cause trouble. So we're gonna go over here to Watch Hill for a Women's Eastern Blanket. All right, thank you. Next up, we're going to have Northern traditional. So this style of dance comes to us from the Northern Plains, and as you can see, Gary's regalia is much different than Devin's regalia. On his head, he is wearing what's called a brooch, and that is actually the most common style of headdress. That's kind of like the baseball cap of native headgear. So we're going to give our singers. You guys like what you're seeing so far? How about a round of applause? So again, what you're seeing overall, this is all intertribal style of dancing. Intertribal meaning different nations come together. In the United States alone, there's over 560 different individual native nations, many with their own languages, dialects, cultural practices, spiritual practices. So there's no single way to be indigenous to the Americas. I'd like to thank the dancers for coming. Thank you guys. These are all really, really good dancers. If you haven't seen dancing before, you need to understand that all these dancers are championship level dancers. They've won at competitions here in the Northeast and other places around the country. So it's a real treat to be able to watch them. And we're going to go over to Watch Hill. Again, this is the women's Northern traditional style of dance. All right, big round of applause. Thank you, man. All right, so we're going to go over here to Watch Hill, women's Southern traditional. See that dance. Individual songs for each category. You wouldn't sing a women's traditional song for a grass dance. They have to know all the protocols. They have to know the appropriate way to do those songs, the appropriate tempos, all that stuff. So being a powwow singer is really a very huge commitment. Not that dancing isn't, but most dancers dance maybe one or two styles. These singers have to know songs for not only every category, but for any other important protocols that come up. So how about another big round of applause for Rachel? No, I'm just kidding. Those are my little brothers, I let them know that. All right, so we're gonna go over here and watch Hill for Women's Fancy Exhibition. All right, thank you, ladies.